This is Jessica MacKay. We are at Trump National Golf Course for the 18th annual Concours d'Elegance, where there are a lot of really amazing cars. Let's go check them out. I'm here with Jim Ellingson. Can you please tell me what category do you have your car entered in?
This is the horseless carriage, so it'll be right after the turn of the century. First cars out the chutes.
And yours looks like a turn of the century fire engine. Is that correct? Can you tell us a little bit about what this car, please?
It's a 1914 Ford Model T fire engine. It was originally an engine down in New Braunfels, Texas, but that engine burned up in a fire, so I had to resurrect what few parts of that I could get, and I put it on a chassis in such a Model T that I got up in Billings, Montana, where I'm from, and built it up as the pictures that we had of the old engine and rebuilt it.
Wow, and about how long did that take, the restoration?
It took about 3 years, ground up restoration, down to sandblasting everything and putting it all back together. And then I've been changing little things every little bit now and again, but cosmetically you wouldn't notice it.
So is this fully operating? If you needed to, could you pump some water and put out a fire?
Right here is the pump. It's a Hale 200 gallon per minute rotary gear pump. Runs right off the engine. You can change from transmission to drive the wheels to driving the pump, and I can pump water out of it.
That's really great. So can you just hook up to any old fire hydrant and there you go?
That's right. Oh, all the connections, everything is still the same, and can lay hose from the fire hydrant, put it right into my intakes, and then put hoses on the exterior here and squirt water and put out the fire.
That's fun. And there's a siren I hear. Is it pretty loud?
I have a siren here, I have a horn, and I have a bell. You ready for them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's the bell. Here's my horn. Here's the siren.
Alright, I am here in the VW section with Lee Hedges. Lee, can you tell us a little bit about the category in general?
Sure. Well, these are air-cooled Volkswagen cars, usually from 1939 up to about 1967 or so, is what's considered vintage, although there is a 72 Beetle here too. All of them are air-cooled cars, so they all have the 4-cylinder Volkswagen engine, and most of them are stock here. There's a couple of custom ones, but most of them are stock. There's also an extremely rare black Romish here that's I think it's from the 1955 era. So.
All right, we'll check that out. And is this particular car here yours?
Yeah, this is Ruby. This is my ruby red Carmen Ghia Type 34. It's a super rare body style that you don't normally see in the United States because they never sold this car here originally.
And it's, I see, 1962, is that right?
Yeah, that's the first year they made this model. We have a 62, we have a 63, we have a 65, and a 67, so we have 4 different of them here. It's rare just to see one, and we've got 4 here at the show here today. And so it's kind of a joy.
Now, is there any particular reason they weren't sold in the United States?
Well, when you look at the body style, you'll notice that this car looks a lot like a Chevy Corvair. Most people mistake it for a Chevy Corvair or a BMW 2002, and those cars back in the day when this was sold in the early 60s were relatively inexpensive, and this body would have been too expensive to sell here, and so they knew it wouldn't sell well because it would have been too expensive. So that's pretty much why they never decided to send it to the United States. They sold them in Canada and other countries too, but never in the United States. So most people, when they see this car, they go, wow, I'm a car guy. I've never seen this car before. What is it? And you get that quite a lot.
And what is it about this particular car that really appeals to you?
Well, I mean, this one here, there's 600 of these left in the world that are running and driving. So rare as far as the Volkswagen goes. I mean, Beetles and Carmen Ghias and buses, microbuses, all the regular Volkswagens, there's thousands of them. And this one, there's just really few left in the world. And they're difficult to find. I love it when people say, oh, I love your Corvair, and it's not a Corvair, obviously. I love it when they say, you know, I've always loved Carmen Ghias, but I've never seen this. This is really a Carmen Ghia. How much customizing did you do to it to get to this? So they just, it's fun having a car that's unique and that not many people have seen.
This is a factory commission 1969 Volkswagen limo. In 1970, it escorted John Wayne to the Oscars. All right, hey, I'm here with Tony Messenger. Tony, can you please tell us a little bit about your your bike here?
Well, it's 1942 German Zundap. It's a Luftwaffe bike. It was found about 9 years ago in a warehouse, and I spent the last 8 years building it, rebuilding it, fixing things, making it all original, and here it is at the Concours.
What was a bike like this originally used for?
Used by the German army for dispatch or for carrying troops, weapons, maps, ammunition, anything. Very much utility vehicle.
Can't decide between a car and a boat? Why not get both with this 1964 Amphicar that can drive on the road and go straight into the water? Mayor, can you please tell me what category did you just present in?
I did Class 10, which is a version of cars right in my era. After the war and into the mid-50s, I think, and early 60s, and it was perfect. It was good timing. Actually, there were two T-Birds, one from 55 and one from 57. My wife actually had a 56 T-Bird. Brought back memories.
I'll bet it did. Now, this is a non-profit event, so can you tell us a little bit about why you support the event and what the proceeds go towards?
Well, for two reasons I support it. One, because it is it's a good activity for our community. The Rotary Group and the PV Art Center got behind this, and from the very get-go. Matter of fact, when my wife was in PV Rotary, we both worked the event when it was started out at the high school. People forget about that. It's nice to see it out here. It's nice to see it in our city. Beautiful location, great weather. Our weather committee did a good job today.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite cars of the show. It's a 1956 Jaguar XKSS, and it was once owned by Steve McQueen, and this car, he loved going so fast in it that he got so many tickets in it the first year of ownership they almost suspended his driver's license. It's really, really a spectacularly beautiful car. Okay, I'm here with Steve Russell. Steve, will you please tell us a little bit about your gorgeous car here?
Oh, thank you very much. It's a 1962 Jaguar XKE Roadster. Built in actually 61. It's one of the very first ones to be built for the XKEs. And I bought it in about a zillion pieces around 12 years ago, and we affectionately called it the Jag in the Bag. And so it took 10 years to restore this car, and I painted it with a light opalescent blue with a dark blue interior and top.
It's beautiful.
And later on I discovered what color it came with, which was a dark opalescent blue with a light blue interior. So it's reversed of the way it came, but this is the color I wanted. It's original Jaguar color and so forth. So it's placed second today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's gratifying. We beat the Steve McQueen car there.
And that's a feat, 'cause that's a beautiful car itself.
That's a gorgeous car.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, and I mainly just drive it to shows like this. I love this event, by the way, at Palos Verdes. It's really one of the nicest ones in California, other than Pebble Beach, but this is really a beautiful event, and we're very appreciative that everybody here puts it on.
I completely agree with you there. Now, it is a convertible. Would you mind putting the top down so we can see what it looks like? Very cool, and what a beautiful interior, I gotta say. It's a really great car. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you for coming by.